Welcome to today's video. We're going to go over how to run a halfback or quarterback draw as effectively as possible. Quite frankly, this is a very underrated run, and I think a lot of the community doesn't understand how to run this. Okay, we've got the Arizona Cardinals playbook right here, and we're going to go over a bunch of different draws against a bunch of different formations and show you exactly what to key in on and how you can make it super effective. Okay, so let's get into this. All right, we've got ourselves a bunch of draw options here. Now, the way that you guys can find all of your draws in your playbook is if you go to the concept tab, you can go to run, and you guys can see we've got all of our different types of runs that you have available in whichever playbook that you run. Now, keep in mind that pretty much every playbook has a draw, so I highly recommend getting an idea of which ones are effective for you, which ones you have that are in your favorite formations, and get used to adding this to your run scheme because it's really going to keep your opponent off guard. So let's get into a draw run here. I'm going to go over a few of them. I don't have any specific ones because I think they all work really well as long as you know what you're keying in on. We're going to go ahead and get into the gun spread Y slot. As you guys can see with the halfback draw, we've got a little bit different blocking tees from the offensive linemen. Rather than them shooting out like a dive play or a strong power play, or maybe a stretch, they're actually going back into a pass type of blocking scheme. And what this allows us to do is take advantage of those opponents that are really coverage heavy and get them to not be able to bite on that halfback drop. One thing that you guys are gonna key in on to make sure that this is optimized to its fullest is to watch which one of your offensive line move to the second level. Let's go ahead and snap it first. We're gonna snap it. And you guys see right there, we had one guy go to the second level. But check this out. We had Faneca kind of look around, doesn't really know who to get. Okay, but then he goes and targets the middle linebacker in the second level. That is your visual cue on where your run lane is going to be. You're gonna see that the guards or the center, depending on how your opponent's formation is, those are gonna be the guys that you wanna key in on. Let's go ahead and do this again. Okay, that time we had a tackle actually go out there. That's I don't see that very often, but regardless, you saw that we are getting a tackle to go ahead and go up to the second level. So that's where you should be running, okay? Now we've got ourselves like a nickel 2-4-5 look here. Let's go ahead and key in on either the guards or the center and see who we're following. Okay, right there. We saw Faneca go up and get that guy to the second level, and boom, we got ourselves a good 10 to 12 yards on a draw. Okay, let's go ahead and do this again. Okay, who are we gonna key in on? Make sure you guys are looking at the guards or the center. Okay, we got both guards going up. Okay, now obviously I did a bad job of not keeping my finger off the trigger, so if you guys wanna make sure that you are running correctly, try not to hold the turbo right away, all right? Or you're gonna get those sheds that we just got. Okay, let's go ahead and do this again. Okay, right there. Okay, Faneca was able to go up to that second level and we got ourselves almost 10 yards on a draw. We haven't seen that before. All right, let's go and do this again. Okay, Faneca, there it is. Okay, and we were able to squirt through there for 2 yards. Now, let's go ahead and get to another draw play. Maybe this is just out of spread Y slot. Okay, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Okay, let's go ahead and do a QB empty base QB draw. Okay, or a gun empty base QB draw. Let's go ahead and do a random 2-4. Let's go ahead and see if this applies to gun empty. Okay, and look at that. Our right guard goes up and he's able to go and pancake the safety there with our nasty streak. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the instant replay there. You guys see how easy that is to decipher. Okay, boom, we get the double team on JJ Watt from the center and the right guard. And then Yonda, he says, all right, center, you've got it. I'm gonna go to the second level. That's exactly who you're following for your run lane. Let's do it again here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and hike the ball. Okay, same thing. There goes Yonda. Follow Yonda. Okay, that's the guy that you're following. Okay, so you guys see that this is a very effective run right now, and I think that we just needed to learn how exactly it worked. Now, let's go ahead and go to another one here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go to the gun slot offset. And let's go ahead and do a random 2-4 here. Okay, we got a heavy box here. I don't expect this to work very well, but if you really want to, okay, maybe you wanna motion one of these guys over to get yourself some extra blocking over here, that's okay. Okay, and then boom, there it is. Okay, so our right guard was the one that pulled up to the second level. Unfortunately, again, this was a super, super heavy box. Maybe you want to go ahead and motion work done over here. Maybe, you know, play around with your motions to kind of make it a little bit better. And there it is. There's Fanica. Okay, he moved up to that second level. We got ourselves a good 5 to 6 yards. Okay, let's try work done out here again and see if we can make this a little bit more effective. Okay, there's Fanica. We got Shed. Unfortunately, Red Tornado didn't block Docket like I was hoping. Let's try this again. Let's move work done over here. Let's just see. Let's just see how this does. He's pulling out to the left there. Okay, who do we want to watch? There we go. That's really nice right there. All right, we had both the left tackle and we had our fullback pulling through that left side of the offensive line. Okay, let's go ahead and go into one more play here. Okay, we'll even do it out of pistol here.
What, are you crazy?
Does it work in pistol? Okay, we did have pretty much an all-out blitz there, so you guys got to keep that in mind. I'm glad that that came up. Okay, we had an all-out blitz coming from all of these guys here. Okay, so keep in mind, if you've got an all-out blitz, every single one of these linemen have to pick up somebody, right? They have to pick up somebody. They're not double teaming. So you've got yourself, it's going to be tough against those all-out blitzes. Okay, let's go ahead and do another rep here. Okay, and there it is. Right guard, off to the races. Got yourself a good 15 yards. Okay, my defender cursor keeps getting on the where we're running here. Let's go ahead and put that on Derwin James. Okay, what about right here? Okay, again, we had more than 4 people blitzing, so that's not going to work. Let's see if Cushing. Okay, we got Cushing going out there. Okay, that's fine. We got a hole here. I didn't like the run lane that we had to the left, but we still had an offensive guard that was getting to the second level. Okay, what about right here? There it is. Okay, that was perfect. Okay, so you guys see it still works in pistol as long as you're following your offensive lineman that's getting to that second level. Okay. Again, we're getting some weird blocking logic out of pistol here. Let's go ahead and try this again. Okay, we had more than one guy blitzing there, so again, make sure you guys are calling this in the right situations. Okay, got our puller there. Okay, unfortunately, he didn't target that guy. Let's do this one more time for you here. Okay, there we go. Now the center, perfect. Center was able to get up there. We just weren't able to squeeze through the hole, but that was the lane that we wanted. So there it is, guys. That is exactly how to make the draw play effective. I think this is a really, really good run that you guys can add to your arsenal. It's available in all playbooks. Make sure you guys get into practice mode and practice these.